Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Today I'm going to be doing the next 6 stages. That's stages 9 to 14 of the Fanhome release. I build the Spiderman Iron Spider.
Swinging high above the streets at night, iron glints in moonsoft light, spider threads laced with steel. In his suit he feels ideal.
And looking how red I look at the moment, you would be surprised I'm not wearing a Spider-Man suit. Obviously yesterday I was at the Duxford Air Show and I got a little bit sunburnt, as you can see. So I'm in a little bit of pain today. But we are going to be continuing doing the other arm. Now if you remember, this is what we finished in the last pack, and this has all got light up sections and stuff like that, hence why we got the wires in here. But we are going to be doing the fingers and the blaster, I guess, or the I don't know what it's called, the thruster, in this pack, I believe. Now if you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description. There's also that QR code on the screen, but I'm going to jump straight into it. So without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, so stage 9, let's have a look what we're doing. Now, we've got some more fingers here, and again, as I said, we've got the thruster. I guess that's the thruster that we're going to be putting in here, just like this. So that is how the hand's looking. Now, obviously, we started in the last pack, the hand here, looking like this. This is the rest of the magazine. Now, you've got to remember that this is a fixed model. This isn't an articulating model. So that means the first thing we're going to do is we're going to again take these fingers and just join them together. And when they clip in, there should be no seam. Do the same with the other finger here. Perfect. And then bring over what we created last time, and we're going to have the middle finger. I'm going to give you the middle finger now, just over here. So this is labeled number 8. This is going to go next to the finger that we've just put in there. And then we've got this finger here, which is finger 10. Obviously we're skipping 9 because 9 goes on the other side. That's just going to go into the end there. And we're holding these in with these flanged screws here. And these are A screws. And that's both of these in place. I'm then going to be taking this diffuser here. I'm going to be putting this into the center. Now there is a way around that they've got this. I think by the look of it, they've got this way round, like that. So the tab is in the middle, leaving holes either side. That's going to be for the lens that goes on the other side. But to keep that in, we've got this housing for the LED that we're going to be putting in. That's just going to go across these two parts here and here. And I'm holding those in with these B screws here, which, as you can tell, I've magnetized my screwdriver back up again, hence why they are all sticking to it. So one in there and one in this side. I'm then going to be taking this LED, which is mounted to the circuit board here. This is actually going to go into this section here. So we've got a notch just there that we can actually line that up with. It's going to sit in like that. And again, we're using one of these long B screws just to keep that into place. Now I will test this LED in a minute, but not yet. What I'm going to do is wait till we're at the stage where I put the cover over the top of this, and we'll see how that looks then. But that's all there is to do in that stage. We do want to keep this lead safe. So in stage 10 here, let's see what we're doing. We're going to be putting the other finger and the other side of the palm on, or the hand on. We do then have we got the cover to go on this? We have, just here, so I will give that a try. We are going to label up the electrics as well. And again, this is the rest of the magazine. In the last video I did, a lot of people couldn't believe that this was a non-articulating piece, but you know what, for me personally, I actually prefer it this way, because honestly, all the articulating models I've had, once they've been built, I haven't touched them. They've been on my shelf doing what they do, just looking good. So it's not like I intend to play with them. And personally, just my opinion, I would prefer more models to be static rather than all singing, all dancing. But I do wonder, put it in the comments, how many models that you've built are you using the features like the steering wheel turning and stuff like that? I don't know, articulating limbs. Do you use it all the time, or is it a case that it does sit on a shelf? I'm very interested in that. Okay, so going to be putting this finger together again, just like the last one. This one is going to go here. As you can see, we've got the tab for that. It's going to fit in just like that there. Okay, when that's in there, what we need to do is we're going to be putting this part of the hand on top. I want the lead here just to go through this hole just here. It's actually the top hole that it's going in. You see there's two holes here. I want to put it in the top hole. So easiest way to do this is once we've got that in there, is then the finger's probably best to put it in now, because gravity just doesn't like you trying to do that. And there we go, it's got in perfect like that. I'm holding that in with a B screw, and this B screw goes in two places, one here, perfect, and then I've just got one just onto this section here. I want to hide that top screw that we just put in there by putting a bit of trim on. Got that trim panel just here, and once that's in, if I just wiggle it into place, you can't see the screw holes at all. Looking good. The lead, as you can see, is coming out of here. On this side, I've now got this bit of trim, which is going to encase everything and hide the screws in here, just like that. There you go. Once that's in, that's all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 11, here's the magazine. 3 parts this time. We're going to be starting to create the forearm. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to mix this with the next stage as well, because there isn't much to do in that one. So that's stage 11. I'm going to mix this with stage 12. And you know what? I'm probably going to do all of these stages together now, because we have already done one arm before. I wanted to break down the hand because it is a little bit fiddly doing all those fingers and stuff. Here's the next stage. As you can see, we have got some electrics here which we're going to be putting into place. So we've pretty much done the forearm there. And then finally, in the last stage of this pack, which is stage 14, looking like this, we've just got a couple of bits there that we're going to be creating as well. So let's do all of these stages together. So here's stage 11. And this is just a case of putting this inner section into this section here. It's just going over the top like that. And it's held in with 4 of these E screws, just into the 4 holes here. And then on this side here, we're going to be putting the hand we just created just over the top of this section here. And it's going to go into the hole just at the bottom there. So it's looking just like that. Holding that in with an E screw. Got that here. That'll ensure that's all in place. And then finally, I'm going to be taking this metal bit of trim here, and that is metal, putting the lens in here. Can only go in one way. So that's fitting in like that. And that's the end of that stage. So let's get the other pack, which is pretty much the opposite of what we've just done, or the same of what we've just done, but on the opposite side. So once again, put these 2 parts together, which, you know, they've spoilt my fun because it was already done. And just get these 4 screws in. And then I'm just going to piece both of these parts together. So this red section here is just going to go on top of this section here. So I'm just going to line that up. As you can see, that fits lovely and securely in there. E screw again, turn it over. It's going to go into the hole just here. Another E screw is just going to go into this back hole here. That's going to hold that forearm together. Once again, we've got another bit of a lens or a diffuser here, which goes in that way, looking just like that. We don't actually use these, so I'll put that to one side. In the penultimate stage here, we are making sure we don't cut any wires. But we do have wires in here. I think it's really impressive on this build that this is metal. Okay, what I want to do here is take this base and this circuit board. And I want to put this circuit board in, let's get it the right way round, this way, with the lens facing me, probably best on the top camera. So it's going to go in sideways like this. Then I'm closing that off by putting the top in place, which looks like this. So then that's mounting 2 ports just onto this section. Holding that together with an E screw. That's one of the black screws here. Just through this hole here. And then plugging this lead in, making sure it's the right way round, into there like that. Now I do need to put the number 7 on here. And typically I can't find my stickers which had the number 7 on it. So I'm just going to use one of the stickers from my sticker machine here. And I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. So I'm just going to write a number 7 on there. I don't normally lose things, I have to say, so that's a new one on me. But there we go. As long as I can identify what it is, I suppose that's the important thing, isn't it? There you go, number 7. Okay, the fun part is we need to thread this cable all the way down here. So it's coming out the other side. Oh wow, I think I might have just got it first time. Look at that. There we go. That's in. Just like this. And I want to plug in this LED here at the end. Perfect. And then this is just going to be sitting into this cavity part just here, like that. The lead on top. Now those sides that we made, they're going to slot underneath here, so they're fitting flush onto that section, just like that. So one in that side, and do the same just on the other side here. And that's that one in, just like that there. I want to keep them in by putting E screws just down the top. So one this side, and one the other side. And when they're both in, they should look like that. I've then just got this top to put on, which is going to hide that wire in the centre. So that's looking just like that. Turn it over, holding that in with a D screw, just into the base of the palm. That's going to hold that into place. Perfect, that's nice and tight. And then finally, just to hide this area here, I've got this bit of trim, and that just pushes into place just like that. And there you go, with that done. That's all there is to do in that stage. So on the final stage, which I've got here, we're just going to be starting to do the top of the arm now, which means I'm just going to take these 2 sections and place this over the top there. And I've got G screws just to screw this into place here. And there's 3 of those to put into place, but with that done, that's all there is to do in that stage, and that is all there is to do in that pack. And once again, what I've done is I've just done a test light so you can see what it looks like all lit up here. If I turn the lights out, you can get an idea of how that looks. So that's those parts, and then the thrusters is there. Excellent. Always have to wear my magnifying glasses at the moment. I really do like how we've got these shoulder parts. It's just a shame that we're not actually going to be assembling these shoulder parts into place yet. Obviously these came in the last stage. But one arm, really heavy. One arm, really heavy. Got 2 legs to build, the full torso to done. We've already done the head here. And obviously these are magnetic, and I do understand that we are going to get different kinds of eyes there, so we can actually have them either closed or open or stuff like that. But certainly coming along. If you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description. There's also that QR code on the screen, but I really hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.